Hello, how's everyone doing? This is Dee Stico bringing to you my self awareness podcast, and today I've got a interesting subject to deliver. And I tried going on live. I was tricked into going on live, and then the link was not there. And then after I went on live and recorded, once again TikTok misplaced my recording. I have no idea how this is happening, and I'm thankful to those ghost platformers for hosting my podcast. However, transparency is the key, and please don't AI our experiential intellectual insights. This is very important, and advising all out there who are sneakily AIing, even to the oligarchies, as we don't know who is doing it. So I hope there are more restricted rules regarding this situation, and the consequences are there for this kind of action. So, anyway, let's get back on the subject. What is consciousness, guys? This is a popular subject. If you just research on YouTube, there are so many neuroscientists together with Eastern philosophers like Sadhguru. Everyone knows who Sadhguru is, right? And he imparts on great guidance to the whole world. And recently I watched a conversation with neuroscientists at Harvard, and I have also researched on this subject. And with my own higher seek consciousness practitioner, I could relate to some of that was discussed from the Eastern philosopher's side, and I urged to the neuroscientists to delve into further doing research on this subject with one's brain waves correlated to mindfulness and seeking higher consciousness. So back again to the question one, what is higher consciousness? More than just higher consciousness, just what is consciousness? So I will give what scientists say, but I would say it's a natural state of your brain status. And as Sadhguru explained, I believe it's intellect without filter, because natural state can flow anything into your conscious orbit. Okay, so we can start with an example of when a baby is born, only has sensory experiences, and they react to the sensory experiences, and not that they can think on their own. And we are a soul that arrives, and in fact the Eastern philosophers describe this as chitta. Chitta is when after death your soul recording of karmic data is traveled into manifestation of your next journey. And that's how the Eastern philosophers describe, and there has been proven findings of kids talking of their past lives, and they've taken the kids in search of the venues that they have talked about, and it has come to be true. And also why some kids are born with such great talents of playing the piano at the age of 3. So there are certain traits that you carry from your past journeys that still reflect in this life, and why you are good at certain skills. Just think about it, and it comes easy for you. Okay, so consciousness, according to the scientists, they are a combination of a few brain agents, how they process. So cerebral cortex, hypothalamus, pineal gland, amygdala, which is an organ in the shape of an almond that's responsible for sensory control and experiences. And with neuroconnectivity, bring that sphere of consciousness like a white, clean slate, as I would describe it. As we are born, there's nothing written on it because we haven't had any experiences, and the kids start to absorb things from your ambience and parental guidance, then start having written recordings on your consciousness and developing another alternative self, which is ego, right? And we listen to ego most of the time, and that's not our natural self. So this is a little deep on this on this part of the subject, but if there are certain higher consciousness seekers and neuroscientists are listening, I urge actually neuroscientists to further develop research with the Eastern philosophers and the Buddhist monks who are in really developed states of consciousness to do the research on brain waves at that time. So brain is like a computer in my analysis, and consciousness is the operating system. And so self-awareness is when you develop concentration of your consciousness to a level higher than what it is in just operating daily. So how to achieve higher consciousness is sitting for a few minutes in a corner to silence your mind by the best technique that I have been teaching on my podcast is following your breath. Inhale and exhale gives you silence and also gives you to observe entry of thoughts and emotions into your consciousness. And I would suggest to the Gen Zs who are smart and they figured out the world in this unrecognizable world that we live in today, to resort to by reading on Google, it says they resort to digital dark humor, and they see the world due to their parents' experience. They resort to cynicism of the world. So I would suggest to them instead, that is not going to help you that's not going to help your mental health. The way to help your mental health is increasing your self-awareness, not to participate in the dramatic social media and your current lives with everyone have no idea how they have become the way they do things today, unlike in the past. So my time is catching up, and this is a great time. I don't know whether you heard of the Leo, sun is in Leo, and they said its Lion's portal is happening until today. So this is a great time to plant your intentional seeds and manifestations. And if you haven't started on developing self-awareness, this is a great time to do so. If you like the content that I bring to you, please do subscribe to my channel. And also, in order for me to grow my channel, I would appreciate your contributions through my PayPal link on my profile on TikTok. Thank you for listening to me. This is D. Stico signing off. Have an awesome day. Bye for now.